So again, fuck sponsors. Let's get into our newest segment, Dumb Snit, that Ciyber says weekly. Okay, and I'm very disappointed that Ciyber is not here because it's more comfortable to talk snit about people when they're actually here. Actually, it's not. I lied. But last week, and I know I messed up Smiley and Lucas remember this. So I think Lucas said something about a European country. I think he said it wrong, right? And Ciyber was like, "Oh, you Americans, you gotta start learn about Europe." You know what I mean? Which I thought was ironic because, you know, the second to previous co-donkey that Ciyber got was of him and the usual Boratiness of people reacting to the French team winning the World Cup, saying that they're all from Africa. But Europe's, I'm sure, can't name a country or a few in Africa that are south of Egypt and north of South Africa. So I found that a bit ironic. But in the same breath, about a minute later, Ciyber, who by the way is from Macedonia, which is very close
to... not say that on show.
Nobody's gonna go to his door to knock in his house. But in the same breath...
Probably knock down the house.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. But in almost the same breath, alright? Ciyber...
Last breath?
No, it's not last breath. Ciyber said that Yugoslavia, right, dissolved in 1981. And I'm like, bro, Yugoslavia ended in 1992. Like, I'm making sure I'm right. I googled this snit. Yugoslavia went down in 1992, but he said 1981. And the irony is, this guy he just told me and Lucas, right, that we should know more about Europe, but he lives right fucking next to Yugoslavia where it was, and he doesn't know what year it went down. And I'm like, bro,
Macedonia was Yugoslavia.
Oh shit! I forgot. I'm like, Macedonia was Yugoslavia. And oh my god! I tell you, man, Ciyber's a kick. I tell you, man, Ciyber is a kick. He really is. Like he's a fun guy, but he's a dimwit. I'm telling you, like for real. But if you like told me right now to name your 20 European countries in 1 minute, bro, I could do it. Easy.
Okay, go.
Yeah. Okay. England, Scotland, Wales, Netherlands, Germany, Poland, France, Spain, Portugal, Slovenia, Macedonia, Croatia, Serbia, fucking cocks, Latvia,
Quit looking at
Belgium.
Google,
I'm not doing Google, bro, for real. I know it's off the top of my head. Not bullshit, bro, for real. Norway, Finland, Iceland, Norway. Get me, fuck. That was 20, bro, for real. I wasn't counting. I didn't.
You forgot the Philippines.
I don't know if that was 20 or not, bro. Get at me, bro. Luxembourg, Switzerland, bro. Get at me, man.
Poland, Germany.
I just said that. Like, get
Yugoslavia.
me, bro. I know all about Europe now.
Yugoslavia.
Austria, Johnny 77's country, Hungary.
Oh, no.
I get it.
XD, yes, XD. Let's see, that was a lot quicker than I thought, but hopefully Ciyber says something out of this world this week so I can talk about it next week. But next thing I want to talk about is a bit compromising, alright? And it has to do with me, and obviously when I talk about myself it's not very interesting.
You're gay?
Wrong. But I do have something to say about that after. But see, here's what, some people have a problem, okay? So if you've got me on Steam, you feel me? If you got me on Steam, or if you notice me on Discord, you know what I mean? If you pay enough attention, you usually see that I'm usually playing NBA 2K18, or at times Madden 19. Okay, one of those two. Gay, yes. Now,
you fucking suck.
Yes, but figuratively, okay. And there's some warats and people that have a problem, okay, because I've logged many hours on those games, and they try to In fact, my sisters made fun of me for this. You know, they do they do the hours to achievements ratio, and it's like, duh, this doesn't make any sense. How do you have this many hours but have 2 or 4 achievements?
And you fucking suck.
Yes. But listen, here's the thing, amigo. Okay? So, when you get a game, okay, there are many, many ways to play that game. You know, when you have your PUBG, you feel me, you get into a game, you shoot people, whatever the case may be. But with sports games, alright, it's a little different. Alright, they're a lot more dynamic. You feel me? The main...
What dynamic is there to a sports game like basketball?
I
mean, all you do
will
is shoot a
tell
fucking
you.
ball into a hoop.
I will tell you. I'm glad you asked it. I will tell you. Because there are many, many ways to resource that game. Alright, now most people buy sports games to physically play them. You feel me? This is why NBA 2K18 and 19 have such terrible reviews, because the game mode, and there are many game modes, but the game mode that most people play is called My Career, which is where you create a player and, you know, build it through the league, you know, get attributes and snit. But the game has bad reviews because they added microtransactions, alright? Now me, and how different I am, okay, I play a different game mode, okay, a different game mode that has nothing to do with physically playing the game. Okay? What? Go ahead.
Is that why you play that game? Because you fucking suck at basketball?
That's possible. That's possible. See what I do. Okay, I go into a game mode where instead of physically playing the game, I actually manage the entire league. You feel me? I control every team and have them go against each other in a season. Okay? But for that to happen, the games have to, like, full-length simulate in the background. So, here's the thing. Sometimes I watch the games. Sometimes it sits in the background while I'm doing something else. Like, here's the thing. When you listen to music, you feel me? You listen to music while you do something else, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't actually
Yes.
like watch the video, I guess.
What a fag.
God,
What a fag.
Excuse me.
fucking pig.
But,
Shut the fuck up, Cash.
but, listen.
Did you just eat the John or what?
No, I just fucking had Chinese food. God damn.
God.
Holy fuck, you're such a fatso.
Hey, listen, let me continue my point. Alright, so, listen, while the game's play in the background, alright, I might watch a video, or take a shower, or, you know, edit a video. Did I just say that?
Can I just ask
What?
you something?
You just-
Because, like,
go ahead.
we need to stop, like, at the very start.
Go ahead.
I don't understand how does that thing work? You said you play in real life, and what?
Hello.
How does that work? Like, I know, like, for example, I only know FIFA, right?
Yes.
And I know there's some foot points. or
Hello.
whatever.
Oh my
So you can make your own like team, but you get those foot points. You either play game a lot and you get them, or you buy them. You know. And I really don't like this concept that they put in sport games that it's pretty much paid to play. You know,
Yes.
or whatever. You get a better team, but. What is that concept you're talking about? You play and what? You play in real life and
Well-
you get points? What?
No, it's, Lucas is skewing it because he keeps saying other snit. But listen, what I do, open the game up, there's a certain game mode where you can select how many user teams that you want. Okay, so if you select all of the teams to be your user teams, you can control the lineups of every team.
But
But
what's the
what-
point in that? Then you always win anyway because you control all of them. So in
What?
the end, when their season ends, you won anyway.
Well, no, but I'm not putting myself into this as far as I won or I lost. It's when the season ends, a team wins. I'm not being partial toward any of the teams, but yeah.
So
Okay.
you're just playing Basketball League Manager.
Yeah, I
Yes, yes,
I kinda understood.
yes.
this part.
Basketball League Manager. Yes,
Yes,
Messed Up Smiley.
it's like Football Manager.
Yes, it's Football Manager, but you can actually actually see the game. Because in Football Manager, right, you
Yes.
can't see the game, and if you can, it looks stupid.
Yes, it's super bad. Like
Exactly.
it's the same from 1990s or
Okay,
whatever.
so for the
Anyway, I did understand this part. I didn't understand like the other mode. The other mode, okay, I understand it too. It's like you take a player, you build yourself up in ranks, like you go from rookie to professional, whatever.
yes.
But Lucas said that like you hate that mode because you suck at basketball. Like, why do you
no,
have to
that-
be good at basketball?
It's a joke.
It was a joke. I didn't.
I thought you can actually like get points for actually playing like in, you know, you have basketball leagues at high school or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like where the young players come through, right?
Bet you Johnny
I
77
thought
would be a
if-
pro at that.
So I thought if you actually like play in those leagues or whatever, then you get points in real NBA game. That would be pretty cool.
No, that would be next level snit. You feel me?
So you would have to do like proper real life exercise to get points in game, you know.
Yes.
Rashon would hate that mode genuinely because he can only just do layups.
Yeah, I probably can't dunk, but
Did you like sorry to go off here, but did you play that game where you have to catch all the Pokemons and you have to
oh
run
my
around
God.
and shit?
No.
Oh, that's my
No,
fucking game.
that
Pokemon
is
Go?
terrible. It's terrible.
No, the fuck it's not, man. I got me a Pikachu and a goddamn Mudkip.
Anyway, let me just finish my thought. Okay, so here's the thing. Listen, when you buy a fucking game, play it any way the fuck you want. If all you fags, alright, are tired of when you look at Steam and see Rashon is playing NBA 2K12, that, or if you know that I don't physically play the game, if you get tired of that snit, you know what to do. Alright, take my ass off of Steam. I don't even look at Steam that much anyway. Okay, so you do your snit, I do my snit, and as EDP has said, and as Ken Pang has said, I'm sure to some people, you can suck my 2-inch dick. Okay?
Chill.
What?
So there you go. You know, fuck you. And you know, here's the funny thing, right? So when I like, people have problems when I play some games, and people have problems when I don't play some games. I mean, can I win, bro? I really don't get it. I can't win. Yes, welcome back to the Punkery Show with everybody here and all that. Alright, so the past 10 minutes was a bit odd. I mean, this show's kind of screwed anyway, but I think this is a very, very important topic, alright? Because obviously, you know, your radio host is a black guy, you feel me? And I've got much different of a outlook when I look at the people of the server compared to a standard UROP. You feel me? So the conversation about teaching y'all white guys out there and
Y'all
white girls, I
motherfucking
guess,
crackers.
about you know, the N-word is very, very important. Okay, now again, this idea came about because there are times when Ali is in this channel. Okay, and you know what a whistleblower is? Like, sometimes he whistle blows whenever someone says the word nigga. Like,
That's gay.
But the term of endearment version, okay? And when I hear him whistle blow, and I'm like, bro, they didn't really mean it racist. Just, I mean, they still sound retarded. Shout out to Kesh, but it's not. It's not racist. So So here's the thing. So as Fat Joe said, right? And if you like, listen, if there's one person to listen to, like if you are having a sports game in the background, like I do, and you want to listen to somebody talk, you gotta listen to Fat Joe, man. Fat Joe. Listen to that guy for hours, man. He's a historian. You feel me? A hip hop historian, but he's
Dude,
a funny
Fat
dude.
Joe and Big Pun, rest in peace.
Rip in peace to Big Pun, but Fat Joe, bro, he's a real dude. But you know, he was like, you know, the N-word was a thing that you know, fucked up a lot of lives many years ago. And then as time went on, somebody made it cool. That's it. Now, here's the thing. Now, Kesh said something about repeating lyrics. Okay, here's the thing. When you hear that word, or let's take the spelling out, when you hear the pronunciation, the loose pronunciation of that word, and the way you repeated it, it either sounds like it was from a rap song or from some 60s country, sorry, 1930s country racist faggot. Okay, because he said it wrong, first of all. Because here's the thing, I was thinking of this quote, and I said Kesh specifically. Like, if Kesh were to go to America, right? Walk up to a random black guy and be like, "What's up, my nigga?" You'd probably get your face punched in, but, you know... What?
My face is very punchable.
Yeah.
Nah, she just gets ran a train on.
I don't know about that, but you know...
Oh my god.
But here's the thing, alright? Y'all Morats gotta know the difference between the quote-unquote acceptable version of the word and the racist version of the word. You feel me? Because there are people who use it interchangeably, and it's not that. Now, Charlemagne, who I talk about all the time, says that doesn't matter, which I disagree with. But you gotta make sure using it right, and also, like I said before, I cringe when you, like, if I were to tell a white guy, like, "What's up, my nigga?" and they'd be like, "I ain't black." That's not right, first of all, because it's interchangeable with my dude, my guy, as Lucas said before, my bro, yeah, I mean, and when black people say it amongst each other, they most always are not referring to race. They're just saying that dude, you know, that nigga, that stupid nigga, that dude. It's not racial. It's talking about somebody. You know what I mean? What?
I got something to say.
Yes.
It's just the way how they say it. You know, like
Yes.
white people won't be like, "Oh, he's so fucking offensive," but like, wouldn't you see the same thing if white people started saying, "What's up, my cracker?" Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I just
Exactly.
think
It's
how
not
you're
a race
saying
thing,
it now.
though.
It's also about who says it, you know? Because if, for example, some nerd says it that otherwise never uses such words, you know, it's gonna sound out of place and not credible at all. But
Yes.
if some guy says it, like Lucas, who is obviously crackhead, you know, and not very educated guy,
Like you.
Owned
then you know it
Owned it.
sounds more credible. I don't know. It's just it's not the word only. You just see a person and you cannot know if it fits or not. Like if that word that is coming out of his mouth actually fits his image and history or whatever, you know, background, whatever.
Yeah,
I
because
really think it has to do with that. Like it's hard to describe, but I guess you know what I mean.
Because, you know, I remember Metal Face made a video, right? And he was basically saying that white people shouldn't say it. But here's the thing, like I said before, you can't control what people say. You can tell them how they sound when they say something, and maybe that'll influence them. But there is no way to tell someone what to say and what not to say. Because here's the thing, like, it's a big reason why I don't speak like that in front of people here. Because
You should.
I actually will have a question for you later.
Because here's the thing, like, you know how I talk different. I don't talk normal. Like, I say a bunch of words that don't exist, like I say fag you know, something like that. And there are people who like repeat what I say because it's different. You know what I mean? Not only because it's different, but they just, you know, use my way of talking
Shitcocks.
sometimes. Shitcocks, that too. So
Shitcocks.
So if I was like, if I, you know, talked like a black guy, you feel me? Like, you know, stereotypical black guy, you feel me? People would also copy that. And, you know, whether or not I feel fine about that is irrelevant, I guess. But it'll just, but it'll just look off. It would look off because, you know, then after a while people would be like, oh, well, it's fine to say.
To me, off is also like, for me personally, I know this word also is not a good word to use, and I don't really like it, but I'll say it. I cringe when I see people in game going, like, throwing this at each other, you know, hey my nigga, just because they're playing game like San Andreas, you know, which kind of makes them be in gang or whatever, you know, and they just throw at each other, hey my nigga. First of all, like, in real life, there are probably some sweaty pants nerds, you know, that
Yes.
would never even say nigga to anyone in real life, and then they have no idea what that even means, you know. They just
Exactly.
throw it around because they want to portray this gangster persona or whatever, you know. And like in all of those compilations or whatever they are from CNR, you always have this gangsta music, you know, with whatever lyrics, whatever. It's actually, they try to even listen to that kind of music, you know, to imitate kind of being gangster or whatever,
Well,
you know.
well-
I don't think every single frag movie or whatever you want to call it, compilation, should have that sort of music, you know. Why not try to make something different, put some different music in? I'm not saying that music is bad, just it's a little bit stereotypical, you know.
I got a counter argument with that.
That it just goes well with the game, I guess.
No. As Kendrick Lamar, you know that incident that girl, like, he
Yes.
got a girl up on stage, she said the N word, and
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar's like, oh no, you a white bitch, you can't say the word nigga. If you don't want people saying nigga, then why are you putting it in your
Okay,
song?
I've got
Right?
something for that, but for Kesh, here's the thing. Like, I don't like. Well, also Fat Joe said, like, his argument for why it shouldn't matter whether or not people say nigga is, how can we tell hip hop's for everybody if we're telling people not to say such and such? But here's the thing, like, I encourage white people to listen to hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, I've got no problem.
I mean, I
with-
listen to hip hop and I can listen to Tupac and stuff, but it doesn't mean that, like, because
Wait.
I don't know, just because
Tupac.
I just because I want to show people that I'm listening to that sort of music or whatever, that now I have to call every one of my friends nigga, you know. That's, I don't know.
Tupac.
I think you can listen to a certain type of music and you don't have to behave like stereotypical people that listen to it, you know. Like, you can listen to, I don't know, rock music or metal music. It doesn't mean you have to have long hair, you know.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
that's
is
true.
that an insult?
You know, I mean, that's what I'm
Well,
trying
here's
to
the
say.
thing. My problem is when people are hypocritical with it. I remember Uche one time, and it was an admin chat, so I'll probably get demoted for saying this, but I remember, like, we were seeing cocksuckers in chat acting black, and Uche was like, these dudes act black, but those kinds of people are the first people to call you a nigger, like the racist. And I'm like, that was funny because actually true. When you're hypocritical with, if you're a white guy, you listen to rap, you feel me, that's fine. But if you're hypocritical about it and don't respect the people as well as the music, then that's when you're a faggot. Yeah, I mean, and there are plenty of people like that on the server. Like, there are plenty of people that listen to rap, but they don't like the culture of the people. Yeah, I mean, that's what I don't like.
And those people who call each other nigger, on the server, but they come from countries, I don't want to be stereotypical, but they come from countries like Croatia, Serbia, or whatever, and as soon as they would see a person that's from other culture or other nation, they want them out of the country.
Isn't that what CNR is based on anyways?
They call each other nigga, whatever, but they don't support multiculturalism, Like,
yeah, that's the thing I really don't understand about some people,
I was actually gonna ask you something earlier. I don't know if it's too late now or whatever, but
go ahead.
I was gonna ask you if you think white people who are fighting for this, makes it worse. Like, for example, like you have some outlets, I don't know, Twitter or whatever, and there be like white people there like trying to ban white people using word nigga, and you have black people there who don't seem to be troubled by it, White people seem to be troubled by other white people saying N-word, So does that, in your opinion, make it worse because you're like, man, you're seriously making this so much more than it actually is? Doesn't that like annoy you a bit?
Well, I guess so, but white people tend to take things to the extra level on social media, for sure.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, there are many sides to it because there are black people who don't really care, and there are black people who do care. Like personally, I don't really care, as long as use it correctly.
I think it's just funny that white people think they have to be the one to take the stand. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
a lot of times it seems like black people don't seem to mind half as much as the white people seem, they just go and create
that's because black people are more chill.
Movement.
But, but I guess the thing with the civil rights snit is that, and this was like 50 years ago, is that there wasn't going to be any change in America unless white people helped black people. But this is 2018, and we don't really need that as much. So, and a campaign like that is pretty pointless, because when you tell somebody not to do something, that'll just encourage them to do it more. Which is why I don't tell anybody to not do anything, because it'll just be reverse what I say. So, if I'm a guy and I don't want to see white people say nigga, I'm just not going to use it around white people. Yeah, I mean,
I actually have a really good quote here. I don't know, it's maybe a bit too smart for this show, but still.
XD.
So basically one guy says, I admit I don't like the word because too much stigma is that comes with it, so with nigger word. But the word itself is not the problem. The idea people have created behind it, it's the problem. In fact, that's the problem with most words. People get too hung up on the words describing the idea rather than idea itself. I think that's pretty much true.
Yeah, like the word stigma.
People just hate, like, they just see word and the red flags start going up in their brain, or their minds or whatever, but they don't actually think like how the word was meant, I guess.
Hey, Cash.
Yes.
It's like that word sugma.
But anyway, yeah, so I was listening to a different interview, and pretty much, the young kids out there, like, they don't know the history of the word, bro. Like, they don't, and they weren't taught it. Like, so you can't really get mad for them not knowing because they don't. They were never taught. I guess. I don't know. You know, there are people who say it to be cool and shit, but because here's the thing. It's just reminded me of another thing, and that kind of goes with the hypocritical snit. Like there are white guys out there, bro, that want to act cool, and you look out there like all the black people are cool, man, so they want to emulate that. But when it comes to actual people, well, you know, fuck that, you feel me? But this goes into the next thing I was gonna talk about, which is kind of odd because it will make me seem like a bigot. But y'all know the Walking Dead video game, right?
The shitty one?
You mean the Telltale one?
Telltale one.
Yeah, the black dude.
Yes. So here's the thing. There's been this concern over the past couple years of people that cartoons are making our kids gay. Okay. So last night I was watching DSP, obviously. Okay, he was playing the Telltale game, the last season, blah blah, and of course, you know, Clementine, you know, she's the kid, she's all grown up, and all this, you know, in the first episode the first season, right? She was a little kid, and now she's a teenager. You feel me? There was a scene last night, okay, where she was with another grill character. You feel me? And there was just dialogue over and over again to give the player the suggestion to make the two female characters kiss. Okay, and listen, like, I'm not a homophobe, you feel me? Like, you know, if you're a lesbian or you're gay, that's fine, you feel me? Like, you can be what you want. But, like, I was hollering and screaming in Discord last night because they made this character, right? The character that's been in every single season, from little kid to teenager. She's had the most airtime, okay? And listen, you're not a lesbian if you kiss another girl, okay? But I just didn't see the point of having a lesbian scene.
Are you gay if you kiss another guy?
It's a double standard, right?
Yeah, the host.
But you know, I just and I remember seeing videos of people belly aching, being like, you know, SJWs are fucking up our games, and I'm like, fuck you, like, shut the fuck up, just play the fucking game, bro. Like, stop making shit bother you. But when I saw that, I was like, bro, like, this character, you know, first appearance was a kid, now a fucking teenager, like, now you're just gonna give us Clementine kissing another girl, bro? Yeah, that kind of feels forced, man. So I was sitting there, I felt like a fucking bigot, bro. But I don't know, like, what do you think? I mean, I don't really understand the forced sexual progressiveness in games like that.
I don't know. I think sometimes games or shows are trying too hard to, you know,
Yes.
put
I have
that
something
in
to
the
add on
show.
this. Rashon, you know The Witcher 3?
Yes.
Yes, did you know that Netflix is making a TV series?
I didn't know that.
Okay, so in The Witcher 3 and in the books, there is this Ciri girl, which is one of the main characters, white girl, ashen hair, whatever. Netflix is specifically casting her as a black girl. It just makes it feel like it's so forced.
Wait, so she's a
Also-
white girl, but she's being
Yeah,
cast
she's
as a black
white in
girl?
the book, she's white in the fucking game, like ashen hair, whatever. And she's just getting cast as a black girl, and white girls cannot like try to cast for her.
It's like that Teen Titans. They're
You
remaking
know-
the Teen Titans live action, and Starfire looks like a fucking black hooker.
Oh no.
I actually thought like this thing is forced a little bit. Like, I don't know. Have you ever seen like The leaflets or whatever they give out when you apply to university.
Yes.
And there's always like pictures of students like pre-generated, not probably even from their university, but in all those pictures of the students you always have smiling people, like a smiling Asian person, a smiling black girl, then you have like 4 3 or 5, I don't know, 4 3 5 white people, and then a ginger, so pretty much university is trying to say like it's for all type of people, but the problem is that like in Slovenia there is like really little black people, like
There's
probably
like
none,
5. Yeah.
so you immediately know they just took this picture from, I don't know, like Flickr or like whatever the stock pictures are, and I know they're trying to be like morally and politically or whatever, for their university correct, but
Yes.
it makes no sense, here, because so yeah, I have the same feeling about the game. Sometimes they just try to force something in there that doesn't need to be there,
It has nothing
Everyone
to
kind of
do.
understands it already.
Absolutely nothing to do with the story. You know what I mean? Absolutely nothing. Like that scene didn't have to be there. Like I could see DSP getting mad, and he was like, oh, this is a scene that didn't have to be here. Listen, like again, like you can be what you want. Like if you're gay, you're lesbian, you're straight, you like rocks, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, but there is no need to force stuff on people. Yeah, I mean, like sometimes I talk about snit and it feels like I'm kind of forcing stuff on people because they don't like them. I don't want to do that, but I'm just
Elaborate.
um,
Explain. Give example.
well, I do remember. Like I was putting out the trailer for Rate My Chase, right? And Chuppy and Murderer, right? Like, 'cause, again, this goes back to the thing that people are turned off by anything Japanese, you feel me? So there was just like a 3-second snippet in the trailer of, something similar to the thing I asked y'all guys for with the voice clips. And they were like, please, no Danganronpa, please, no more. And I was like, if I tried to defend myself, it would have been like I'm trying to push it on you guys. And I'm not trying to. I just wanted to, I make the videos and I put what I want on it. If you don't like it, that's fine, you feel me? Because I'm a bit more of an open person than other people are in case of, other, what's the word? Cultures and snit. You know what I mean? Because, when those Borats got mad with me and the Danganronpa screenshots, I was like, bro, like, y'all making me look crazy and shit, talking about hentai and shit, so I'm about to hit y'all back, but I guess in some way that can be taken as I'm trying to shove Japanese culture down your throats, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to make you aware, you know what I mean? I think people like the game developers and shit and TV makers, like they're trying to make people aware of gay and lesbian LGBT issues, and I don't know, listen, like people will evolve in their own rates, because like 5 years ago, if you had gay and lesbian sin on TV, I'd be like, bro, get that sin out of here, you feel me? But after a while, I've understood myself that this doesn't offend me. Like, I'm not gay, so why should this offend me? You know what I mean? Just let people learn at their own speed. Don't shove snit down their throat. Like, don't force them to go through a lesbian scene or a gay scene or whatever the hell it is, you know what I mean? Because after a while, like, a few decades down the road, like,
I think
Gay
it
and lesbians
actually
not gonna
does
mean
more
anything.
damage.
It does do more damage.
I think it just does more damage if you do it like that. I feel
Does.
like.
Cause watch, in 20 years, like, gay and lesbian's not gonna be anything. That's gonna be nothing. Like, there are people already that are saying, coming out as gay should not be breaking news or an announcement. It's enough people have done it. It's normal now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just let people learn on their own about stuff like that. And if they don't, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine. So,
Yep.
that's how it is, yeah. Trying to think if I had another thought here. But I don't think I do.
You do have another thought though, Cash.
Oh my god.
XD. Oh, thank you, Lucas. That just reminded me. So, I'm not gonna play this fucking Would You Meet game because it took a half hour. But I guess we're gonna end the show here. But I'm gonna end the show on, hey, Kesh. No, we're gonna do one more Would You Meet. So, Kesh, would you meet Steppa?
Yes.
Yes. You didn't make that awkward at all. Shit, I thought that was gonna be awkward.
What?
I thought that was gonna be awkward. You didn't make that
I
awkward
don't care
at all.
even if he would be awkward. He's funny and he's cute. I don't know. I would really meet him. He's a really good friend of mine, like for years now on CNR, and like we talk off game as well and play other games and stuff. I know he's a really nice guy. I would love to meet him.
See, there you go, Steppa. You gotta stop being bashful and stop being was it unconfident? What's the word? Not being confident. You gotta Steppa, you gotta first thing you gotta do. Oh, here's a good one. Like, cause we talked about saunas last week, right? First thing you gotta do. First thing you gotta do, right? You gotta take Kesh to a sauna and tell her how.
We actually discussed this before with him. I was like, I wouldn't just go there without towel and shit.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, there's no other
What
way
an
to
asshole,
sauna,
man. Honestly.
So he's like, I promise I would look you in the eyes, in the eyes only. And never mind.
That's
Just
it.
to go.
Alright, listen.
Yeah. So
Listen.
anyway, the point we got to later is that Finnish people actually have to look each other in the eyes, because if you have your little indicator go on, the girl would see it and it would get embarrassing, So you have to keep staring each other in the eyes so you don't see if the indicator goes on or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Indicator.
You
The
got
word
lost at the
indicator
indicator?
just yeah.
Indicator of excitement or something else.
AKA dick hard.
Thanks, Lucas.
Yes.
Ain't no
yes.
problem.
GG. But yeah, there you go. You gotta Steppa, you gotta show Kesh how y'all do with the saunas with your family. Actually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She
Please
wants that
send
dick.
me the towel. No. Me and Steppa, we have different sort of relationship.
Yeah, I'm friends with benefits.
You wouldn't understand, Lucas.
Yeah, I do friends with benefits. I got like 5 of them.
No. He's like so much younger than me.
Yeah, he wants the dick.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that was good. Anyway, that's gonna end the Punkery Show for today. Hope it was very educational. In fact, Lucas, there were some people in chat who actually wanted some Johnny77 jokes. So let's end with the John joke.
Did you guys know that Crazy Bob apparently removed his voice on IRC, right? Because the motherfucker couldn't stop chewing on the forum cables, which caused it to go down for more than a week. And it's all fucking John's fault. So you see him on IRC, just be like, fuck you, it's your fault the forums went down.
Poor John.
For John, yep, there you go. But that's gonna do it for the Punkery Show. For Kesh, Smiley, and Lucas. We'll see you next time. This was Rashon.
Niggas iffy, Blicky got the stiffy.
Yay!